everybody, and welcome back to our webinar series. We are here at American Virtual Academy. My name is Erin Conroy, and tonight I am joined by Tracy Harelson. Hi, Tracy. How are you?
Hi, Erin. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for having me.
Too. And tonight our webinar is entitled How AVA Curriculum Engages for Success.
Mhm.
And we will be sharing all about our curriculum and the technology that our students use.
Perfect.
So Tracy's going to be sharing her screen. And this is a little sneak peek of our team. So we have Tracy, who's our corporate partner. We have Kerri Hennen, who's on with us tonight. Hi, Kerri. She's our executive director here at AVA. We have Amy Delorme, who is an online educator, and then myself, community engagement specialist. Hello, everybody.
I'm so glad too that we've got our fearless leader at American Virtual Academy, Kerri here, and Amy is just one of our phenomenal lead teachers who's been with us for a couple years now and just does it all, right, Amy? You just do it all there.
Yes. And one thing we really want to highlight is the flexibility here at American Virtual Academy. So we offer rolling enrollment with new courses starting on Mondays, and we serve elementary, middle, and high school students across the US and beyond. We also have a lot of great community engagement, and we have some platforms to share tonight, and I'm excited for Tracy to go ahead and get started with that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Erin. And I'm going to jump right on into the curriculum and content because if any of you like Rachel Ray, just like Rachel Ray, we're going to get this done in 30 minutes or less. So I'd really like to do a walkthrough with you and show you from both an older student's perspective from a 6th through 12th grader, what the community looks like, what their platform looks like when they enter. And then we're going to dive in and do a little bit from the elementary school perspective. The cognitive load, how much the students see on the younger levels is going to be a little different than the older levels. So we are going to dig right in. So first up, I'm going to enter just as I would as a student. So here I am as a student. This is a 6th through 12th grade student. And when they come to class every day at American Virtual Academy, they come in what we call StrongMind Central. That is our community platform. And here you can see right up front is the student's day. It says good morning. It would have the student's name here, but I have taken off any student identifying information. So this is really like one of our real students, what they see. When they enter our community platform, that middle frame that you see right there, that tells them everything they need to do for the day. Our teachers customize the courses and the paths for the students, and they put in those due dates to keep those students on track and on progress. So here the student can see they've got 3 assignments that are coming up, and they're able to click on that assignment if they want to dig right into it. But if the student wants to see all of the courses that they're enrolled in, they can use this left navigation and select courses. These course cards are great for data, and they're even more valuable for you as parents progress monitoring your students. So the parents will see these course cards and the students see these. As the student, I can click around here. I'm not going to click on my English title, but if I clicked on the title here, I can enter the community where the teacher can have discussions. We could talk to other classmates. If I click here, I can go directly into Canvas where the students do their coursework. But what else is nice in this community platform here is I can simply just click on any of the upcoming assignments and see where they are. And if I click on any of these, it will open directly into Canvas. So it is a direct shot into that assignment. The students can also toggle. They can see a lot of them like to know what is their what if grade? What is my grade? If I don't do any more work after today, what would my grade be? And here you can see the current score, and I could toggle between the final score. So this is great for students who are doing time management. They are trying to really plan their day. Now, in addition to the academic data that we show in StrongMind Central, we also have community. So within community, you can see here, Amy, our lead teacher, she's leading the Eagle's Nest. And this is a great place where she can engage students. She can put reminders, students can answer and join in on the conversation. Students can also see what communities they're included in. So here you can see this is the Eagle's Nest. This particular student is enrolled in that one community. But if they want to discover others, they want to see what else is out there based on my interests, they can also do a discovery. And within the student's profile, they can put, I like nature, I like games, I like leadership or technology. And all of that information they put into their profile will help provide them different things to explore within the community. Now, if I continue on and just look down my navigation, we have a lot of other resources that students can engage with within the community atmosphere here. Especially, I love how our American Virtual Academy teachers have really built out some shortcuts for those students. So they're always present on the navigation and they're always available for those students. So this is our view if you were a middle schooler or a high schooler. Now I'm going to pause for a moment and just check with you, Erin. Do we have any questions or anything that we want to dig in deeper on this 6 through 12 view here?
I don't see any questions so far. This is looking amazing though.
Perfect. All right, we're going to keep on going because like Rachel, right, 30 minutes or less. So now I want to show you a view of the community as a little one, as a K through 5 student. And then I'm going to take you actually through the course content. And I'm going to be taking you through a kindergarten ELA course, language arts, but the structure, a lot of the resources are very similar. So now this, our older view. Here now I'm going to look at our little ones. Now we know the cognitive load, what they see, what's in their mind, what they have to deal with. We want to lessen that for our elementary students. So this is the same StrongMind Central community, but because the student is an elementary student, they get a different interface, a different view. So here it's much more simplified than the older kids. They have their learning, which is kind of like their courses that you saw in the other. Their community, it's their groups. Groups is an easier word for our little ones. Then we also have this RS and this talk off. What's really nice about our platform for our little ones is that everything can be read aloud to them. We could turn that on, and anytime they hover over something, it will be a tooltip and it will speak to them. I certainly turn that off when I'm presenting because it's a lot of words and you hear it talking to you. So students can toggle it on and toggle it off. If they're an emerging reader, they can put that read speaker on and really help them through. So in our little environment with our K5, this is what they have for the community. Not really a lot of other clicks to get lost in. They do have Lexi here, and you saw that in the older one as well. And I'm going to get a little bit more into Lexi in a moment, but Lexi is the ever-present AI instructor. She is here in your community where your students and parents can ask questions. She is also embedded in the course. So if the student needs to be retaught or ask a question about the objective or the lesson, Lexi can help them with that. So here I'm on my course dashboard. I'm just going to click one of my course cards, and this takes me into Canvas. So I am acting as an elementary student. Typically, the students won't see this purple bar here, but because this is a demo student, I'm acting as that. So it'll be, you won't see that purple bar, but everything else will look the same. And here I'm going to jump into a kindergarten course. So our courses are set up with modules, which are like units. And then within each of the modules, you have the lessons, and then it's broken down to really small pieces. For our little ones, it's broken down a lot more granular, like very short 1 or 2 minute content blocks, bits of lessons. For our older students, those lessons are a little longer because we know they can sit for 5 or 10 minutes at a time and do the classwork. So you will see, if you have a little one and an older one, you will see a little difference in the structure of the course, but really the foundation is the same. Now, as I go into the course, the very first thing you always want to jump into is our course introduction. Every one of our courses with the course introduction will have a very short video along with some objectives and introduction for the course. Now you'll see in my community, I had that beautiful picture of Lexi. In all of our newer courses, and we'll see this continuing to roll out, Lexi is everywhere. Here she is right here. So if a student is like, oh my goodness, why am I in this course? They can click on Lexi, and as they click on Lexi, they can interact with her. So here Lexi is saying, hi, Kim. She could read the student's name. This is a language arts course. Talk a little bit about what's going on. As a kindergartner, I like dogs. Like that's about what I can say as a kindergartner. I want to just say, hey, Lexi, I like dogs. This is what I like in my free time. Well, Lexi can say, that's awesome, Kim. Dog trainers, veterinarians, so many skills in language arts. So really trying to bring the content and what we're presenting to the students' level so they can ask those questions at any time in the lesson and feel like they have a personal response back. Now, I have to say, as a side note, and our friends Amy and Kerri, who are on the webinar right now, they get to see all these great chat logs. The teachers of record are able to see these chat logs, and they are able to see how the students are interacting. And I definitely believe they have a lot of fun as they read through what the students are asking of Lexi, what they are saying to them. It is just wonderful. So now here I'm going to move on and kind of walk you through the course. We are very media heavy. We present text, but there are videos throughout the curriculum. We are also accessible. In every video or multimedia, if there is audio, you will also have a transcript. Those are great for you as parents to kind of understand what they're talking about in the video and help promote those conversations. As I scroll through the lesson, you'll see we also have accessibility features that are available. I can highlight a section, have it read aloud to me. I can highlight a word and use a dictionary. Or let's say I'm used to a different language. I'm used to French. I can then translate highlighted excerpts into my language. So really trying to bring that accessibility to the student where it can read aloud to them, translate to them, see the text. Those supports are completely built into our curriculum. Now here, as I continue to progress through my lesson, you can see I have Lexi here again. Hey, Lexi, I need help with this lesson. As a student, I can just talk to her. A kindergartner can't type all these words. I can just talk it out with Lexi. I can have my headphones on and I can hear Lexi talking back to me. And I even have a conversation mode where I can just be back and forth. So really we're trying to enable the student to ask, to be able to explore, and really bring the knowledge and the lesson to their level. And that's what's exciting about some of our curriculum pieces. Now, here's just a really high-level overview of a lesson. Again, a lot of media, a lot of imagery. You see in the lesson these speaker icons. Everything can be read aloud to the student if they like, if they're unable to read. And as I scroll through, you can see bite-sized pieces of content and curriculum being presented. And as I scroll through again, this is just my first lesson. I've already been approached with an image. I have a video here to help my student with the transcript, another video to walk them through. And these are short videos, 1 to 2 minute videos to help them. And then as they progress through and I scroll down, you can see we go from an introduction to a direct instruction. Then let's take the training wheels off and give you a little guided practice. Now you're on your own. Independent practice, show what you know, show that mastery. Now, the beauty of American Virtual Academy, and I know Kerri and Amy do this often, these courses are not one size fits all. We work with you as a student. What will make you successful? Maybe it's a little daunting to see a direct instruction, a guided practice, and an independent practice. Working with your school family, with your teachers, we can customize these courses for you to meet your students' needs based on what their graduation path is, what their goals are, what they're doing in their passion, in their other time, to really try to give them an amazing educational experience. Now, one thing that I want to share, which I think is a valuable piece, and this is the last piece of the curriculum that I wanted to show today, is the course syllabus. Because not only is it really valuable for the student, it's a great resource for the parent as well. So here I selected the syllabus, and I can see all the course summary and all the items that are due by the date they're due. But now if I go to the course syllabus, this is my meat and potatoes. This is really telling me everything there is about the course, my course description, my objectives for the entire semester. So as a parent, you might want to write one of these on the chalkboard, or you might want to talk about it during dinner time and be like, hey, you worked on uppercase and lowercase letters, can you spell my name properly? Really trying to bring the education into their daily lives. As I scroll through get this syllabus for parents and students, it tells you more about the course organization. So as you get to know our curriculum, you might want to consult with Amy or Kerri and say, I don't know if we need some of these guided practices. My kiddo is kind of getting stalled on them, and I just don't feel like it's valuable. Is there anything we can do to adjust this or really customize this personalized learning plan for them? So these syllabus is giving you, the parent, all the information about the course, how to manipulate it, what to expect. And even as I scroll down here, we have our Getting Started guide that not only introduces you to the platform, to the course features, here's a video on course features, to just an orientation on how to navigate all of these great tools that you'll see. But we also try to give you internet skills, distant learning, virtual education type of skills of, what should you know? A little bit about critical thinking, online safety, creativity. And all of this is really trying to help that parent understand the community and understand the content and curriculum that is being presented. Now, what else I like about this resource of the Getting Started guide are the course documents. So, sometimes I see parents and they might be paralyzed in unsure of what that next step is. Especially as you get into the older grades and the high school, you don't know what you don't know. And if you're not in the education field, things change all the time. You might have a high schooler and an elementary schooler, and what you did for your high schooler is not the same of what you're doing for your elementary student. So this learning coach guide, these resources that are embedded and part of our curriculum are it's to strengthen you as a parent, to be your child's best advocate as they work through and learn the curriculum. And if I just open up one of these areas here, you can see just the course documents that you find just in this syllabus. You have a course outline. So as a parent, you know what's coming. in the lessons. A lesson support guide. It gives you even suggested conversation starters to really help extend the student's understanding. We have very little materials embedded within our course, but there are some times where they say, hey, take out a marker, a highlighter, any little piece of material that might enhance the lesson. Although not required, and we can absolutely adapt, it's nice to know what they have so you can be prepared and they feel like they have that traditional school environment. And then printables. Even if you don't have a printer, it's really great to see these printables and see these worksheets. When my daughter was virtual, I didn't have a printer. So she literally took the printables and traced them from her iPad, putting a blank sheet of paper on, and then she was able to use them. So printer or no printer, you can still be able to utilize those printables, but everything is embedded within the curriculum and within the courses. So that is my 5-cent walkthrough of the curriculum and the content. And in these last couple minutes, Erin, before I turn it back over to you, what I would like to do is show our families here how they can kick the tires, how they can actually walk through one of these courses before they even sign on for American Virtual Academy, because you want to see what you're buying, you want to see what you're in for, and our marketplace allows that. So I'll pause just for a moment, Erin, and see if there's any other questions that may have popped through.
If anyone has any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. I don't see any yet, Tracy.
That just means we are explaining it so well that just no questions needed. I love it. All right, I'm going to open up my marketplace here. I've got it open here. So this is the marketplace and anyone can log in here or access this. I'm going to put this right through the chat. You do not need a login for this. So this is for anyone. Now, for my friends that are already logged into our system or they're already in StrongMind Central, log out before you access this link. Because since you're already a user, you won't see the marketplace. It will take you to the community. So log out if you're already a user, but most of you watching this are probably brand new to our school, so you don't have any login credentials yet. So here I am at Marketplace and I'm a parent. Let's say I'm a parent of, let's go 7th grader. I love my middle schoolers. So here I filtered by 7th grade. Now I can see here all of the curriculum that we offer for 7th grade, and you as a parent of AVA can choose any course as long as Kerri says it's okay and has that grad task plan in place. So here I can say, ooh, English 7. Let's see what the English course looks like. So I'll open it up, and this is 7B. So we have A and B, first semester and second semester. So this is English 7, 2 of 2, so the second semester course. I can watch the course introduction and see the great video that goes along with this, because we always have heard of a course introduction video. I can see that the details of the course, the discipline, the semester length, all of that. I can even see a structure of the course. If you want to see the lessons, what they're talking about in the lessons, you can see all of that as a course outline. But what I think is the most powerful is I can preview the course. So here I am previewing the course. And this is before I've even signed up for the course. I want to know what I'm getting and what my student is going to see. So here I can preview as a student, I can preview as a parent, or I can preview as a teacher. If you want to see some of those teacher resources or what those teachers may see, you've got that there. So here I can open up a lesson. I'll go right into my introduction for lesson 2. You see our magic lightning bolt coming through here. And now I can see the introduction and I can progress through this lesson as a student, as a teacher and as a parent. So I like to say, you got to kick the tires before you buy the car. You can go into this marketplace, make sure you kick those tires before you choose your course, and really make sure these courses work for your values and your goals for your family. So 30 minutes or less, Erin. I
You
think
did
I'm
it.
at
You did it, Tracy.
25.
You did it right under 30 minutes. That was such an incredible walkthrough. Thank you so much for sharing all of that.
Oh, I appreciate it. And I am so proud of our curriculum that we utilize. Everything is powered by StrongMind. StrongMind, every month, every time we turn around, they are enhancing our curriculum, enhancing the technology, and really giving that student the most innovative and exciting experience to education. And I think I'm most proud of our teachers like Kerri and Amy, who see the curriculum, they see the technology, even AI. Some people in education are nervous with that AI. And the AI that we are infusing, our Lexi, our learning experience, is there to create a better experience for the students and really empower the teachers so they can do more of teaching and more of engaging and being with the students while the students are still getting a really robust educational experience. So I am so proud of the work that Kerri and Amy and their team do at American Virtual Academy. And I know I like to brag, and I think Kerri said this last year, with this curriculum, with the amazing teachers that we have and the way that they engage, we had over a 98% success rate with our students last year. And in a virtual setting, that is unheard of, that we can keep our students engaged. 98% of them successfully completed the courses that they started. And that's a testament to the passion of the teachers and the willingness to embrace the curriculum and the technology that's being thrown at them, sometimes as a surprise, sometimes planned on a daily basis. So I'm really
Love
proud of the
it.
team.
Thank you, Tracy.
So if there are any questions, please let us know. But I hope that whether you are live here in this session watching or maybe watching the recording, that maybe seeing some of the curriculum and content that we have might spark you to explore American Virtual Academy a little more.
Oh, let's see. Someone has raised their hand. Let's see. If you have a question, you can definitely pop it in the chat for us
Mhm.
or in our Q&A box as well. Safi, I think, had a question, but I don't see it coming through.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, maybe we don't have any questions, Tracy. So that was, oh,
Huh?
there we go. Where would I find the recording after the live? Great question. So you can find that on our website. We have a YouTube channel and we post all of our recordings there. So if you go to AmericanVirtualAcademy.com, I can put it in the chat. You can find our YouTube there, and that is where all of our recordings are.
And what's really great, I am fortunate enough to host today with Erin, but Erin and Kerri have done a handful of these webinars over the past couple months, and all the way from understanding the type of students that have come to American Virtual Academy to getting ESA funds and a lot of different topics around the school. So you may really enjoy Safi seeing some of the other recordings or little bits of recording that then Erin mixes and posts for us. I love it. All right, well, look at us. 1 minute to go. I tell you, I could be Rachel Ray, 30 minutes or less. And we are ready to go. So
You
I
did.
want to thank you, Erin. Thank you so much for having me. I love coming on and sharing about all the great stuff that we have at American Virtual Academy.
Yes, thank you, Tracy. This was incredible. It was such a good webinar. We really appreciate you coming.
All right. Thank you all. Have a great night.
All right, thank you. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being on with us. Thank you.